Hello there, this is Network Africa. Coming up on the program, 1 week after President Kenyatta promises the Kenyan troops won't leave Somalia, the opposite is alleged to have happened today. Then it's a relative victory for African wildlife as South Africa sees a significant fall in rhino poaching due to increased policing. And later on, the United Nations has serious concerns regarding child obesity, estimating that the numbers could double globally in 5 years' time.
There are 41 million children who are overweight and obese under 5 years of age. 48% of these live in Asia and 25% in Africa.
Hello again, and thanks for staying tuned to Network Africa on Channels Television with me, Cynthia Are. Today makes it exactly 1 week since President Kenyatta of Kenya addressed Kenyans from the city of Mombasa, pledging to annihilate al-Shabaab and keep troops in Somalia. The opposite is alleged to have occurred today instead. We understand that a Somali MP has been speaking to the press, saying that the Kenyan soldiers have moved out from a second base in southern Somalia in Badhadhi. This comes after local residents reported that Kenyan troops were leaving the El Adi base, which was the target of a deadly al-Shabaab attack on the 15th of January. However, a Kenyan army spokesperson denied the allegation, saying it was simply a part of normal operational maneuvers. Now, let's just remind you of what the president said last Tuesday in Mombasa. We've got an excerpt of the speech right here. Have a listen.
All our forces in Somalia, as well as those within our borders, who spend sleepless nights ensuring that we are all safe. And we pray that they may prevail against the enemy. And I say this as I say, I stand with the Kenya Defense Forces, and I ask you, my fellow Kenyans, to do the same.
Well, at the 21st of October IGAD meeting, we're just going to take you through some of the activities that have gone on regarding Kenya's activity in Somalia. First of all, on the 21st of October at the IGAD meeting, the stated goal was to destroy and weaken al-Shabaab and establish a buffer zone between Kenya and Somalia. 10 days later, the chief of the Defense Forces, General Julius Karangi, declared the operation had no time limit and would continue until Kenya was safe. Over time, it has come to appear that another aim is to capture the port city of Kismayo. Al-Shabaab earns substantial revenue there, and the loss of which it is argued would break its economic back. But for now, let's go live to Kenya, Nairobi, where lead consultant of Sovereign Insight, Vincent Kimosop, is standing by. Mr. Kimosop, thank you very much for joining us on Network Africa.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Now, it's been a week since we spoke regarding this. Which one is it? Have the Kenyan troops actually pulled out, or are they still in Somalia?
There is no change of official policy, so the policy still remains as what was declared by the president. And the only changes that you may have is a tactical strategy retreat, just for the sake of reorganizing and ensuring that they are able to engage and more effective in their mission. So as the official position is that there is no change. That could only be a tactical strategy for the purposes of addressing the recent realities and developments.
Now, Mr. Kimosop, has the president actually addressed these allegations being made by the Somali residents? Because we understand that a spokesperson has cleared that up, saying that it's just routine. In his words, he's saying that it's just a maneuver and that the troops have not actually left those two areas. So has the president confirmed what the spokesperson is saying?
If you recall, last year there was a vote that took place in the Somali parliament that actually the motion was that Kenya should withdraw their troops from Somalia. So this could be a political move on the part of the president of Somalia, but the official policy from Kenya is that nothing has changed. The operation is still on, and this could be a technical strategy just for the sake of mitigating against the recent challenges, and what we call in strategy a technical retreat to ensure that they boost the morale of the troops that survived, and also ensure that they can regroup, get better resources, and are well armed so that they can be able to confront the enemy.
My final question for you right now, Mr. Kimisop, is the security situation in Kenya, because we understand that Al-Shabaab has been doing some boasting of recent, saying it's killed as many as 100 Kenyan troops in the space of 11 days. So what has security been like, especially since the president made that speech in Mombasa last week?
Of course, there is a very strong support from the members of the public for KDF, and every citizen in the country stands behind them. But also there are questions about why did this happen, what could have been avoided, what resources that they needed, and what exactly is the government doing differently, because it's not the first time we've had such a development. The magnitude has been different. But just to confirm, the official position is that the numbers are noted out. So those are speculative, yes, and we just prefer that we wait for the official position from the relevant authorities, specifically the KDF.
Well, Mr. Kimisop, thank you so much for giving us that update. We appreciate your time as always. Thank you. Mr. Vincent Kimisop is the lead consultant at Sovereign Insight, speaking with us from Kenya, Nairobi. Stay with us on Network Africa as there's more to come, including the feeling of disappointment on the part of the United Nations Security General. He's upset about the failure of South Sudan to meet yet another deadline.